It's Jared Keyte. How you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
Great. I want to get to Wiggy's kids, or
Starting hot.
or as we refer to him as a sports parent, Dion. But we've been talking a little bit about Tennessee. I don't know if you heard the show this morning, but they're going to have I call it a payroll.
Texas.
Texas. We're gonna they're going to have a payroll of $40 million. Is that good or bad for college football?
I think the players, I think it's right they're getting paid, and different levels are going to have different pay levels. So I think opinions are going to vary, good or bad. I think it's the right thing that they're getting paid. So, that's my opinion.
Does it change the player? Like, do they change when they get that money? They get it now before, you used to have to wait. You used to have to work to get to the NFL to get the money.
Yeah, I think naturally, an 18 to 22-year-old getting that level of money, certainly there's going to be some changes in life. But I think the foundation around them, the culture that's built, the family support, I think all of those things come into play. So, when you have those things, I don't think you see that much change.
Does it change at all their relationship with the coach? Because I always think before they were getting paid, and I'm with you, I want them to get paid, but if they're now making more than some coaches, does it give them an upper hand that they didn't have before?
In my experience, when the relationship is there, you don't see that as much. So I think it starts there. If there isn't a relationship, I think it truly becomes a business where, in college football, you're building a relationship between coach and player, player to coach. I don't think you see much.
That was an issue with Brockton. Wiggy was making $100K. The kids were making nothing.
Right. Yeah, well, the high school kids. But I would say that's the great thing about what I'm loving about UMass now is the culture and the relationship between coaches and players, and they're doing a great job. And the biggest thing is transparency, and that's something that I've seen that you guys have really brought in: accountability, transparency, and culture. And if you have coaches like that, I don't think there is an issue. But UMass that's what it looks like you guys are building on.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that. That's where we want to start. I think if you have a care level and the kids know that you're coaching them hard, that's when you're going to see the most growth.